Welcome to the She Business series of Conversation Starters. My guest today is Jacqui Laurenson from Studiopopsicle. Welcome, Jacqui.
Hi, Suzy. Great to see you this morning.
For all our business owners and entrepreneurs out there listening today, we are going to be deciphering the difference between a logo and a brand. I've got a great example of this, Jacqui. My son is 16. He is in a rock band, and they recently went on to one of those websites where they purchase for $5 or $10 a logo, and they were happy with it. And I look at the difference between that and my experience of building a brand, the She Business brand. I really want to decipher for people out there what the difference is between a brand and a logo.
Okay, well, first of all, I think if someone is wanting to get a logo, there are all those options out there of, as you said, what your son did for his rock band, and it depends what you're looking for and where you see the value. But really, a great brand is something that is, made up of a lot of different ingredients, and a great brand is actually like a concept in your head. It's an idea, and good brands get the ingredients and the mix just right.
So here's the thing, as a business owner, I could feel my brand, I could express my brand, and I took far too long, I feel, to be able to find that and deliver it in the market as marketing material. So when you talk about those qualities and be able to dig in to find out what they are, how could I have shortened that process? How do I get to that point?
Okay, well, first of all, it is a journey, most definitely. But how you could actually get to the point faster is, I really believe that you need to take some brand me time, or that's what we like to call it. So you need to actually get up close and personal with what your brand's about. Ask some questions such as, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why does my brand exist? You can also be asking a lot of questions around your brand vision and the values. And by clarifying many of those points, you'll start to get the ingredients that go together to shape your brand and have a great personality for the brand that you can put out to market.
So for people listening today, I attended one of Jacqui's workshops, which was called Brand Oasis. And what I loved about it was a very real experience. It was touch and feel. So although I could feel and talk about my brand, this was the first opportunity I had to create it in real time. How did you come up with this idea of Brand Oasis? And for people listening today and looking to really express their brand, what could attending one of your workshops give them?
Okay, well, I'll start with the first question, which is really, how did Brand Oasis come about? Well, as a creative, most of my life I've been working with brand and design for over 20 years, and I was actually doing some coaching around numbers and budgets, which isn't my strong point. And I realized that with an area that's quite linear, I needed someone to help me step me through this. And then I realized that my abilities of working with pictures and numbers to create stories is what other people need help with when they want to get in touch with their brand. So I created a workshop that helps business owners have an oasis of time to get up close and personal, as I said, with a step-by-step process to help them get to this point of understanding more about what their brand is so that they can then go out to market.
So tell us, what do I walk out of that workshop with? This was the part I really liked.
Okay, so in the workshop, it really is not a presentation. What is great about it is you actually get a workbook. There's a bunch of questions. You're all working with other business owners to get inspired. You get to dig deep about what you're about. You get to dig deep about what your brand is about. So you have a workbook with outcomes, and then you also do a vision boarding process where you get to put the words and the images together to start to tell your brand story, and you've created it yourself.
So here's an insight from somebody who attended your workshop. For me, one of the great things was that I got to play with my brand.
Yeah,
It was playtime.
Yeah.
I was cutting out magazines. I was gluing things down. I was having fun. And I think it was that breaking out of our business mind. And as you say, that comes down to the Oasis part.
Yeah.
And then to play with it suddenly became fun and was, I don't know, exciting. And then to walk out with something in my hand, which was like, wow, this is my brand.
Yeah, I think as business owners, we've always got a massive to-do list, and there's a lot of areas of business that are core business activities. But to do something like the Brand Oasis, which taps in a little bit to, those childlike qualities of where we actually get to cut and stick and play with words, and there's no right or wrong. It really does give you a sense of inspiration, and it allows like ideas to come forward, which is always exciting.
Jacqui, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on Conversation Starters. If you are struggling with your logo or brand, I highly recommend go have some child time, have some play time. Find Jacqui at Studiopopsicle, book into one of her workshops. It will be a great, what is it, 2 hours spent?
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours spent, and it will really give you that clarity to go out there and express your brand as it means to you. So Jacqui Laurenson, thank you again.
Thank you, Suzy.
This has been the She Business series of Conversation Starters.